Folks on the internet, it's me, Elliot. That's now my real name, but you probably won't be able to pronounce my real name. Anyways, so today we're going to talk about XSS, that stands for cross site scripting. Basically, a website has a front end and a back end. This, whatever you can see in the front, this is my. It's not really my official website, but I just happen to own this domain now. So, by the way, fun fact: this website has been quote unquote and been in development since August of last year. So, like, I'm clearly a heavy developer. Anyways, so this website right here, whatever you can see, all the elements, the text, all of this is the part of the front end. Meanwhile, the backend is what responds. When I reload this website, the backend sends the front end, the HTML. So clearly, for any beginners watching, the HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the front end being executed. That's being executed and compiled, which on your browser, that is the front end. Anyways, um, so usually, so for example, if you trust my website, okay, then you will probably trust the JavaScript that's being executed here on your browser. But what if someone was able to inject their own malicious JavaScript into the same page? Then that would be a problem. And this, my friends, is XSS, cross-site scripting. There are main three types of cross-site scripting: stored XSS, reflected XSS, and there is self-XSS, which is kind of the lame one. I will go through each one of them, and at the end, I will provide you with a rock solid, not a rock solid, it's just a mediocre challenge that I made during AppSec Village CTFs, which happened during DEF CON 29, and it was just fun making the challenge. So it's a pretty generic one, but I had fun, so I don't care. Let's get started. Okay, so let's speak further about stored XSS first. So I thought, what better way to learn web exploitation than through CTFs? Because these Hacker 101 CTFs, shout out to these guys for making these amazing CTFs. Um, you will find them in the description below. Um, I'm playing this XSS Playground by Ciano. I hope I pronounce the name correctly. Anyways, so I click leave comment. So this is a test comment I left. Whenever I comment anything, this test comment plays changes. Okay. So I click inspect here to see what the heck is going on. Let's see. So my test comment that I entered here before. Let me just change this. This is Elliot's comment. Keep your eyes here and here. See how the values there change. Great. As you can see, whatever I entered here changed, made this little thing change, and it in the script tags you can see that the value of comment content changed. So maybe there is a chance that they did not filter this through properly. So I will use a single quote to close off the comment, okay? Because it starts and ends with single quotes. Then I'm going to use, well, a semicolon and then these two characters. Oh my god. Okay, so you commented JavaScript by using these characters, right? I click add comment. Let's see how this appears. Huh, interesting. Let's click edit as HTML and see what's going on. As you can see, this commenting worked, and I feel like I can probably inject further JavaScript inside. So let's do that. Let's keep the payload simple till here, and then let's do alert 1 and see if this executes. And bingo, this executes. The alert pop-up appeared, so that's great. That said, now, great Elliot. What are the consequences of this? So whenever anyone opens this comment, they will the JavaScript word will execute on the browser. Here, I just made the JavaScript pop up an alert one, so it's doing just that. But you can try something else maybe more malicious, especially. So by something else more malicious, I mean bit of code that steals your cookies. I can't really go over that in the short video, but I can make a dedicated video for it. Let's focus on reflected XSS. So reflected XSS is when you can send a link to someone and that link itself has a parameter that gets reflected in the page. For example, here the email parameter, my email is being reflected in the page. Let's try something. Let's try to inject a simple payload script alert one. Let's see if this executes, and it did. That itself is reflected XSS. I send someone this link and it will get executed on their browser as well. So that is reflected XSS for you. For now, I just had, again, as I explained before, as of now, I just use the alert one pop-up in JavaScript, but I can have something more malicious attached to it, like something that steals your cookies. There's something else more malicious. When you're executing JavaScript, you can actually be kind of creative with it. What do you want to do? Because you can literally execute JavaScript. You can literally manipulate how the website looks, it behaves, and all that jazz. It's a fun spectrum of its own. Anyways, let's not get deviated. Self XSS. Okay, what the heck is self XSS? As I said, it's the lamest of them all. You just make the user go to inspect and then to console and then paste your malicious code in their console themselves. And that is it's kind of a social engineering attack. It's the lamest of them all, but apparently it exists. So if you remember, I spoke about my own CTF a lot. So I created a CTF. Its name was Send Me Something Interesting. It was a generic XSS CTF, nothing too revolutionary. I just loved making it, and I really want you guys to check it out and give it a try because it brings me joy when other people try my CTFs. You don't have to do much. Just git clone this, make sure you have Docker set up, and just do sudo docker compose up. Then you can try locally playing it. But if you want to like deploy it properly, you might have to go to config.json and then set up the Google Capture keys. As of now, I have just left out the Google Capture keys to be the developer ones, the default developer ones. But you can try these out yourself as well. I will probably make another video explaining how to set this up, how to play this, and yeah, the solution to it and how it works, etc. etc. Pretty much. Thank you for watching this video. I also have a Discord community. It's not a community, it's just me and my friends hanging out as of now, but I am very reachable through that. So if you ever have a doubt related to a coding problem, a web exploitation problem, something related to information security, if a noob like me can solve it, then I will probably help you out with it. I'm always there for other rookies. Pretty much. Thank you for watching.